Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer, and this is some more of our career modes scenarios. We are, of course, on the West Coast Mainline South. Last time we drove the freight that you see us sitting in as far as Bletchley Station. We had to pause there. We're waiting for this light ahead of us to go at least not red, and then we'll be good to go. Just going to wait obviously for that express that's just gone ahead of us to clear. Yeah, so our next stop is Wembley Central in 38.6 miles. So that should be, so it's saying 17:48, but then obviously we're standing still, so that will change that arrival time. So here we go. Let's just start moving. We'll just keep our eyes on that express should fly through all the signals ahead of us, so we should be good. Probably got a little bit of wheel slip, bloody hell. I've clicked out of the game. Sorry, my mouse wasn't where I thought it was. Let's put some sanding on just so we can start pulling ourselves out. Is the next signal at red? Next signal is at red, so we're just going to have to keep watch of that. It should clear fairly... Oh no, we've got wheel slip again. It should clear fairly quickly. Right, so I've lost 35 points thus far. Yeah, because the next signal isn't even on the little HUD at the bottom, so it will... The express will clear that fairly quickly. Right, now we need to turn that off. Am I still getting wheel slip? No, that's fine. We've used enough sand now. Need to slow down anyway, because otherwise, yep, there we go. Because we can soon now go at 100 miles an hour. We are slightly speeding, but that's fine. That I can take. Yeah, the score down the bottom for the record. Bear with me. I've got nothing else up. There we go. That's better. That's not like it, so the game will have paused temporarily, but we're going to sort that out. There we go. Yeah, so the scenario which started in the previous video started with 1,000 points. We've now got 957, so we have lost points. I don't think they're necessarily going to score us. Oh, Pendolino passing us with its pantograph up. So we've now got green lights, which means we should be clear basically until Wembley, unless that train stops ahead of us, which it probably will do, because it says it was an express, but I don't know. Expresses these days tend to stop places, unlike more than just once. Long gone are the days when it would be a Glasgow to London Euston Express, you know. Basically, it's non-stop. Change the cruise on the way. So yeah, so it's actually saying 17:38. There we go. So, yeah, saying we'll be there in about 35 minutes' time. So about half an hour down to Wembley, and we are literally just stopping in the platform. Disappointed we're not like well, it's because it's Felixstowe South. The actual thing is Felixstowe South Freightliner Terminal, which you can't see. It's behind my head what I'm reading there, but the actual for those of you who are interested in such things, the actual code of this train is 4L05 Cannock Freightliner Terminal to Felixstowe South FLT. So yeah, we'll probably stop at Wembley and I guess be replaced by another driver. It says between Rugby and Wembley freight yards. I mean, we're stopping at platform 6. That's not a freight yard, unless Wembley platform 6 happens to be. Yeah, because look, there's loads of freight yards there. Oh my God, this is all London Underground stuff, though, isn't it, Willesden? No, this is carriage sidings. But yeah, so apparently we're not touching any of that. We're just stopping in Wembley platform 6, which, you know, is a shame. I wanted to do some One of the reasons I wanted to do freight scenarios is because I actually get to do freight stuff, you know, shunting, rearranging wagons, etc. But there's lots of activities yet. There are lots of scenarios that we have. Well, this is only our 5th route that we've done. I've got a fair few. There are lots of scenarios to be done, both historical and modern. I think I've said this before in these videos, but the next town that my wife has picked was Brighton and Hove. So we'll be doing the London to Brighton line next. Before that, we've still got to finish this and do our episode with the Pendolino. Episodes, possibly, I don't know. I'll see what the Pendolino things are like. So our max speed is 75, the speed limit is coming down to 90, we don't have to do anything. Pendolino, hello. On the slow line. Interesting. I thought both the Pendolino, all the Pendolinos were on the fast lines, unless this is one of those situations where the 2 lines I'm on are up slow, down slow, and the 2 on the right are up fast, down fast. I'm noticing a lot of signals are on my track and the 3rd track, as far as we look at it. So, yeah, I think it's a up slow, down slow, up fast, slow, down fast situation. Still nothing to worry us. So hopefully just another 33 minutes of nice, gentle countryside rolling by from the cab of a class 66, or I should say class 66 5, 66-5/5/5/5, I think, probably. Either way, it makes no difference to me. It's a class 66. It's a diesel. Very powerful diesel, but a diesel nonetheless. I'll tell you what, when you don't have to actually do anything, this is quite a relaxing job. Oh, Leighton Buzzard. Don't know why I said it like that. Just sound like the appropriate way to say Leighton Buzzard. Or a tunnel. Which tunnel are we coming to? This is its point of operational interest. We are entering. There is no name for this tunnel, so we're entering a tunnel. That's all I can tell you. That's outside Leighton Buzzard. So I've had a gripe over these 2 videos. The class 66 2-tone horn is not in tune with itself. Now, when we did the last video, the last couple of videos when we were driving the class 355 or 350, whichever one it was, had a nice it sort of matched. Whereas this one doesn't work. It's tonally wrong. It hits the ear wrong. And it's frustrating me a lot. There's Leighton Buzzard. Leighton Buzzard. Morning, Stanley. Don't ask, and no one will have to get any more confused than they already are. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we've hit our top speed, and I have nothing else to do, and there's still half an hour's worth of driving left. So this is a time to sit back and relax. Let me know the Edinburgh to Glasgow to Edinburgh situation. Just, you know, I'll talk quietly, I'll talk gently, and you know, it can be a sort of you know, relaxing, sleeping ASMR type video. Until I inevitably have to break at a very short notice. Nice countryside, to be fair. Oh, the window's open, is it? No, can I open the window? Oh. I cannot open the window. There's a helicopter in that field, look. Great, thank you, trees. Oh. Why have you come after me there, AWS? I'm not slowing down, I'm not... There's nothing for me to slow down for. Why the sudden... Oi! Be alert! Bing. That's more like it, AWS, thank you. I wonder if it was because I was looking away from the console. Pendolino? Very weird. Very weird indeed. I'm not entirely sure quite why it's decided to really call me out on that one, but either way, I guess it kept me alert, which is literally what the AWS is supposed to do. So what is in between us and Wembley then? What can we expect to see? Oh, we're coming up to a station. We're going through Cheddington. And then Tring. And then Berkhamsted. And Hemel Hempstead. Then Apsley, and then we're really getting into London. Kings Langley. Where did I just say we're going through? Cheddington. Cheddington is where we're going through now, rumbling through. Doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right. Musically, that doesn't sit right. But hey, Teddington. This freight's just going to rattle through at 75 miles an hour. And after Kings Langley, where are we going after? Well, there's a big siding there. Kings Langley Goods Loop. Why do I feel like we might get redirected into there? Then what have we got? We've got Watford Junction. Watford High Street. That's pretty cool. Bushy. Carpenter's Park. Hatch End. This is going to be London Underground stuff, isn't it? I reckon. Harrow and Wealdstone. Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, those are all going to be. London Underground, aren't they? Sorry, you're not seeing much of the route on this one. I do apologise, and I apologise for yawning as well. And then, yeah, Wembley after that. Cool, fine. So, what have we got around us at the moment? Fields. Lots of fields, lots of trees. We're on a bridge. This is what I have. This is the issue I have with the longer routes. I say issue. Issue is probably the wrong word. This is where my interest for the longer routes wanes a little bit, because it is just thrashing through countryside. Particularly when you're driving a diesel. If I was driving a steam locomotive, that would be different. There'd be more interest. But yeah, at the moment we're just thrashing a diesel engine through countryside, and I don't have to do anything. Mainly because, and I love that. There's the lazy part of me likes that Dovetail Games have done this, but the fact that this train is not only limited in terms of how fast it's supposed to go at 75 mph, but they've actually limited the engine. You can't push it, so I don't have to be watching it. I can just have it on 100% and leave it. Now there might be advanced mode features that do that. I feel like I'm on advanced mode, but I could be wrong. I never check because, professional YouTuber. But I feel like some operational interest is taken out by just limiting the locomotive in the coding. Either we're going to fly through Tring now. And that arrival time at Wembley is coming down all the time, which is good, because it means we're getting these big containers going to whack my head out the window at 75.1 mph. 75. Oh, this is another freight train. There's some more what we called containers. There it goes. So yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're taking a load of containers. straight through some very busy areas actually, and affecting no traffic. No one's commuter's been affected by me at all. Apart from, I suppose, a passenger train that might be behind me. But if there is, I get moved into a siding and they can fly past me, as has happened here. So I'm clear. That's going the other way anyway, I think. Oh no, but you're going the same direction. I wonder why they've let me through and had that. Maybe it finished at Tring. Maybe the express finished at Tring. I don't see why the express would finish at Tring, but maybe it did. Disappointed that only one Pendolino has passed us. That's a shame. I'd like to have seen a few more trains from sort of behind me, as 'twere, come rocketing past. Maybe the express is going to do that though. Maybe that express is now going to come onto the up fast line and come hurtling past me. That'd be pretty cool if it did that. Bit of extra railway action for everybody. There's a gap in the trees over there. It's got closed up now because we got closer to it. Oh ding. Sorry, I need to drop my glass then. Slipped in my hand a bit. That would have been nasty because it would have gone all over the internet router, which is not what you want. See, another 22 minutes, 22 miles, give or take. So that'll come down because we're going at more than 60 mph, so that will definitely come down, unless I have to slow at any point. Another tunnel. Is this? No, this is two track tunnels. Thought it would be. Oh no, it's not. It's a single, double and a single. No, it's not. It's a single and a double. My God, this route throws some surprises at you. I know. Settle down. Calm down. I know it's exciting for everybody. The tunnels didn't quite work as we thought they would. That definitely says to me that those two on the far end, they're the fast lines and these two are the slow lines. Any sign of any express? Nope. Nope. It's obviously just given up at Tring. Maybe it failed. Maybe it failed at Tring. That's the headcanon I'm going with. It failed at Tring. Bing. Well, now I'm out of water. What am I going to drink for the next 20 miles? I think, yeah, as much as I'm enjoying the freight side of things, where are we flying through now? Berkhamsted. That's what Berkhamsted station looks like. You're welcome. But yeah, as much as I'm excited to do the freight stuff, I think the problem with freight on this route is this is a commuter route. This is not a freight line. It has freight running on it, but all the big yards are off it because this is a commuter line. This is a trunk route, but it's a commuter line primarily. So the freight on this route was never going to be particularly interesting. But I don't think, thinking ahead, I don't think the London to Brighton line has any freight on it. Not scenario-wise, anyway. I think it's all passenger-based, which is it's actually probably more interesting because you're stopping at stations, whereas now I've got nothing to do until we get to Wembley, and I have nothing to do once we get to Wembley, because it's going to say, you know, you're not going as far as Felixstowe. And obviously there are other routes that take you to Felixstowe, with the addition of mods, because the Harwich to Manningtree line on the Ipswich to London line is there, but there's no scenery on it unless you buy the add-on from, I think it's Just Trains that do that, that do the scenery add-on. which I think I will get at some point, because I would like to do some, even if it's just because there used to be the Harwich to Manningtree line was one of my favourite routes on original train sim. Used to drive that route a lot. It was a community route. It was a modded route from UK Train Sim. I can't remember who did it, but it was really good. It was a really good route. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I was genuinely excited when I got the Liverpool Street, not Liverpool Street, the Ipswich to London line. I was genuinely excited about that, about having another one on the Harwich to Manningtree line. And of course, I was like, oh, there's no scenery. It's stuff is there, but there's no scenery. The track was there. I'm glad that Just Trains have done that. I think it's Just Trains. Pretty sure it is Just Trains. Hemel Hempstead. We're racking up the miles now. We're only 16.5 miles away from Wembley. We'll go past the stadium as well, so that's another stadium we'll have notched up. We've seen Murrayfield. Now I've seen Wembley. I thought you could get close enough to Hampden Park in any route, so probably won't be able to do that one. We will have seen some stadiums though. We will definitely have seen some stadiums. I might actually do a see if I can find out how many stadiums we've gone past. See what's it saying? It's saying yeah. So it's saying we've got 16. No, it's saying we've got 15 minutes to travel the next 15.63 miles. But given that we're going at 75.1 mph, it'll be quicker than that. Oh, now where are we flying through? Where is it? Where is it? Apsley. So I thought I heard something. I think it's a sound on the game. I thought I heard something. So yeah, this is not a route into London I know particularly well. I very rarely used. When I did take trains a lot, I very rarely used this route in general. Most of the time, in terms of going to London, I would be on the Chiltern Railway from down to London Marylebone. It's the one I'd use most. Very good prices on that route. Well, at least they were. I don't know what they are now, but they were very good prices on that route. But then they're probably good prices on all of them because they're all so heavily regulated, and there's no competition. They don't have to undercut anybody, so they can charge basically what they want, which is another issue. I think we need to make sure the railways have a reason to be good, because at the moment no particular railway company has any real reason to be good, particularly since the ones in Britain aren't owned by British companies. And that's not a dig at the companies, by the way. That's just the nature of business. Where are we going through? King's Langley. That's just the nature of the beast. They're good companies. They run the railways efficiently, but they don't always run them with passengers or customers in mind. And I think the lack of competition, because nowadays the competition is all done before you buy the route. So you buy the route, and that's when you're vying to in the auction basically to get the route. And then once you've got control of the route, there's no competition. Because each town now generally has its one station and it's connected to one route into whatever place it's connected into. Oh, 70. That's me getting on my high horse. There we go. Well, now we're under 900 points. So I've actually lost 100 points since I started this scenario. Now we can go 90 and then 75 and then 90, and yeah, so now we can go back up to full throttle as we're into, oh, that's what tunnel is, Watford Tunnel. So just make sure that's centered on me. There we go, so Watford Tunnel. So the next will be Watford Junction, won't it? We might have to slow for this, so I'm now going to have to start concentrating, because we're only, to be fair, only 11 miles away now. So I'm going to have to start concentrating, because we are going to have to start, because this is going to take a long time to slow, because it's a big heavy train. When I say that, all I have to do is throttle down and it starts to stop. I know that sounds like I'm saying, oh, I'm not touching the throttle anymore, it's slowing down. No, I know that bit, but what I mean is that usually you can coast for a bit. Whereas actually at the moment, on this particular train, you don't tend to coast at all. You're sort of slow to a stop of its own volition. Onto the tunnel. Whoppa. Turn the cab light off. Don't need it, because you can see quite nicely in the evening sunlight what's going on in this cab. Rejoin the 4-track formation with a road right next to it. That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. That must be a railway use road. Oh no, yeah, I'd say mostly it's a railway use road, because there was no fence. Interestingly, but where are we flying through here? This is starting to look a lot like London. Couldn't catch it. There were some tracks coming in though from the other side. Oh yeah, Watford Junction. I said that. And where does Watford Junction come from? St Albans, lovely. And it goes to, oh yeah, the Watford High Street, yeah. Which I'm pretty sure that is a London Underground route. The one that goes to Watford High Street. Might have to see if I can drive it at some point, a quick drive or something. Since we do have the Isle of Wight London Underground stock that we could use. Sorry, ex-Underground stock I should say, because it's not on the Underground anymore. So less than 10 miles to go, 8.3 give or take. And it's saying we'll do that in about 8 minutes, which again will be quicker than that because we're going at 75 as we fly through wherever this place is. Smaller station, I think. Oh no, quite long in the end, platform wise. Not a clue. God damn it. Come on. Pushy. Yeah, this is very much mainline stuff now. Yeah, I think those two tracks over there, they look like London Underground. The fence they've got. No, do they have OHL? I don't think they do, you know. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, those two over there don't have overhead. As you realize, they do have third rail. That's London Underground. Not that. Thank you. Sorry, my controls have been all over the place tonight. I do apologise. At least I'm controlling the train, though. Yes, that's a London Underground station. There it is. Look at that. I wonder if there will be any stock running on that. Excuse me for yawning. I'll repeat that sentence. I wonder if there will be any stock running on that. Probably not. I don't think they included any London Underground stock. They certainly didn't tell you that they include any London Underground stock, drivable or otherwise. slow train. A southern slow train, in fact, not a London North Western. Or indeed Northwest Railway, Northwestern Railway. No, that's not. No, Northwestern Railway is Sodor. Avanti West Coast is what the Pendolino's run on, isn't it? Yeah. And then London North Western for the other stuff. But yeah, that was definitely a southern livery that came rushing past us there. This used to have a mainline station, whatever station it is. Doesn't have one anymore though. It's covered in grass. 5 miles to go. So we're literally just stopping at Wembley. Is that literally all we're doing? Because that's a little anticlimactic. I mean, you know, that's the job. They can't make the full route between Cannock and Felixstowe. I get that. At least not as one fully drivable piece. Although other people have, for example, combined the entire East Coast Railway, so you can run from London to Edinburgh non-stop. But then, yeah, I mean, that takes a lot of memory. Takes a lot of memory, right. Is this, what colour light is this ahead of me? It's green, I think. So I think we're good. Yeah, the fact that that's just a ding confirms it's green. Now we are only 4 miles away, so I will need to start concentrating on this. Oh, excuse me again. So down to 90, I think I see a green light beyond that. Yes, I do. Lovely, through whatever station this is. This bit I can't read any of the signs. Harrow and Wealdstone. So Wembley's in 3 miles, so I think the next 2 stations that we'll go past are London Undergrounds and then it's Wembley. At some point like I said, we should see the stadium. I mean, in real life you probably already could see the stadium because of the arch. You'd certainly see the arch of Wembley at this point, I think, in real life. Yes, it's there, so yeah, you would definitely see the arch. I think wasn't the whole point that you could see the arch the entire way across London? Wherever you were in London, you could look up and, you know, on a clear day, you know, if the houses weren't in the way, you could see the arch. So from 2 miles away, you could definitely see the arch at this point. I'm going to preemptively start slowing because we're 2.2 miles away now, and that is an amber signal I see before me. It's a double amber. And we're going down a 1 in 339 hill, so we don't need full throttle at this point. Yep, still here. Don't worry. Let's put a little application of brake on. It's interesting that we've gone this far into London from Birmingham to go to Felixstowe. That, I think, says a lot about the state of British Railways in terms of the connections that we might have lost through various decisions made in the past. Because, let's be honest, to go from Birmingham to Felixstowe, you should not have to enter London. Greater or otherwise. Excuse me for yawning again. My humblest apologies. Yes, I know. Single amber, because the next one will be red. Of this I am very aware. They've done it in good time, considering it was supposed to be, you know, we're expecting it to be like 30, nearly 22 before we got here, and it's going to be, you know, before 25 too, before we get to actually Wembley in game. So So we have made good progress. And that's what we like to see. Where's the stadium then, lads and lasses? Where's it gone? Maybe it's on the other side. But either way, this is Wembley. The station anyway. Wembley Central, should be pointed out specifically. Yeah, this is very modern. Yeah, this is an underground station, isn't it, primarily? Yeah. Bing. So this is where we'll finish this second scenario that we've done. Oh, Pendolino rushing through. And a local, just give it a little bit more gas just to get us just through to the red light. Yeah, generally disappointed that we didn't see the stadium. Well, I think actually Wembley Stadium has its own platform, has its own station, doesn't it? So maybe I should just not be moaning. And that'll do. There we go, lovely. So we can step out of the locomotive and have a breather, see what's going on. Not a lot, no sign of the stadium or the arch, so I guess screw that. So yeah, no, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed that little run on the Freightliner. Like I said, not as great, not great operational interest, but either way. I'm on Felixstowe. Is that right? Am I thinking of the right place? It says journey south. Felixstowe is definitely east, I would have thought. Either way, it doesn't bother me. That's another driver's problem. So thank you ever so much for watching either way. If you want to enjoy what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Check out, obviously, the game in the description below. Check out my Sodor snippets in the description below. Check out my other train sim stuff in the description below. Check out my Railway Empire stuff in the description below. Check out the annotations on the screen you're about to see, because as I've said in previous videos, if you are here for train sim, that's where I get most of my views from, that's where I get most of my subscriptions from. If you're also here, not just for train sim, but as a video game fan, please do check out the other videos and playlists. We've got lots of exciting stuff coming up. We've also had lots of stuff gone before, so check out the annotations. They will be non-train sim related. Thank you ever so much for watching. I was me. That was more train simulator career scenarios. I don't know why I call it. That's a heck of a thing to say at the end of a video. Thank you ever so much for watching. I was me. That was train sim. See you very soon, guys. Goodbye.
I must be being so dumb. I think this door is a key, you know. 4 minutes in, I haven't actually achieved anything. It's locked then. I've got to get it open. It's locked then. Oh, come on! It's locked then. Come on! I clicked on that door. Locked then. I clicked... No.